hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cyrus Webb Presents. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. Those tuning in on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and X, welcome. Glad you all can be with us. Have a great episode coming up for you guys today. We're joined again by Chris and Kate Thurman. You guys know them as the host of Graceful Gatherings with the Thurmans. Kate's also the host of her own show, The Kate Thurman Show, but they also do a lot of work in the community as well. We're going to talk to them about the year they've been able to have, what it's been like for them to see the responses to their shows, but also let you guys know you can be a part of something very special as they're giving back to the community in this time of the year. If you guys are not staying connected with them, we'll let you know how to be able to find them, and of course, to be able to stay tuned to all the great things they have going on. But Chris, Kate, welcome back to the broadcast.
Thank you, Cyrus. Thank you for having us.
Hey, glad to do it. Glad to do it. So look, quite the 2024 in the short period of time I've known the two of you. You all have gotten a lot done. So Chris, I have to start with you as a reluctant warrior here. But what has it been like for you, Chris, to see what Kate and you have been able to do this year?
Oh man, it's been amazing to see what we have done. And looking back, like I get exhausted thinking about it. All the time that we put in and everything. Yeah, it's just amazing.
And Kate, what about for yourself? What has it been like for you to see what Chris and you have been able to achieve this year?
It's fulfilling knowing that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing here, what God is having us to do, and knowing that we have so much more that we have to do. It's fulfilling, and it's exciting.
Right. Lachelle, hello to you. Good to be able to see you over there on Facebook. Glad you could join us. And that's the cool thing. So the two of you, and I have a surprise for you guys at the end. I love my surprises. Kate don't even know about this. So I'm excited about being able to share with you. And Chris, it has to do with you. So get ready. But Todd, hello to you. Good to be able to see you. She says hello to Chris and Kate. So I want to go back to, again, what this year's been like. As I mentioned, you guys are the co-host of Graceful Gatherings with the Thurman, the show you guys are able to host together. But Kate, you started your own show, the Kate Thurman Show, and you've been doing episodes with that. Talk to us about that experience. I mean, you're used to having Chris by your side. What has it been like for you to step out and do your own solo show?
It was at first scary. You remember when we talked about it originally? I was like, I was headed to church. I was like, oh Lord, what am I? And then we prayed about it, and I was excited like the whole day. I took it to the altar as soon as I got there. Just and at first I was scared, but the response that I've gotten from the Kate Thurman Show, I don't know, it's I love it. It's amazing. I feel great about it.
Yeah.
Because we can sit back and just have us a good old kiki time, and just real moments with that show. I love it.
And Chris, the great thing about what you all have been able to do in media, even though neither one of you intended, it seemed like in the beginning, to do this, you've been able to, one thing, to experience this together, but also to show other people what's possible. What has it been like for you, Chris, to tell people that you are a media personality and that you co-host your own show?
It's still a little weird because I'm the quiet one, not really on camera too tough, but I'm getting better at it. and telling people like, I'm doing big things.
You really are, and they're about to get bigger, Chris.
Yeah.
There, more on that later. So, as I mentioned, so the two of you have been able to do what you've been able to do in front of the camera, growing this together, but you also have been able to give back as well. So, Chris, I want to start with you. What has that been like for you to see how Kate and you can kind of pursue your own goals and dreams, but also to help other families, especially those in need?
Now that's the good part about it. Helping other people is something that we've all always loved to do. Together or apart, we love giving back. So being able to help people is that's the what's
icing on the cake.
The icing on the cake. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think, Kate, what about for yourself? I mean, you all both, it's very obvious, are both very giving people. What has that been like for you to know you can use your platform to be able to help other people?
Ooh, I'm a piggyback off what Chris said with the icing on the cake, but I'm not going to say at first going into this and knowing that we have these platforms and we can help people in so many different ways, it feels good. It feels good to look at my family. It felt good when my mom said, "I'm proud of you." You know, that was really good to hear that, because, you know, I just want to glorify God in everything that I do. And this feels good in everything that we do. We try to find some way to just give back.
Mm-hmm. And I think, too, to provide a way for other people to help. And we're going to talk about that, because you all have been able to now, through your platform, to provide people a way that they can be able to help and be a part of this as well, and bring people together. So, Chris, what has that part been like for you, to show what you all can achieve together? You know, there's so much in the world that can divide us, but what's it been like for you to show people what we can achieve if we're able to work together?
Well, it's I'm not gonna say that. Well, as long as you're putting God first and you pray on everything, it all comes together. So, like, you know, and sometimes the rough patches is they're there to strengthen us, and
right.
So it's just been a great journey.
And the way you all have been able to do this is really showing that, you know, how you don't expect one person to be able to do everything, right? Mm-hmm. And so I think that is the other big part of this. So talk to us, Kate. You have this thing going on right now. We're actually going to be able to show it, a graphic here in a bit. But how did you all decide that you wanted to be able to create this holiday giving challenge?
With the holiday giving challenge, I was like, okay, you know, we're in a recession. This is what I said to myself. I literally said this to myself. And I said, you know, how can we get people involved and not make it so, you know, we're not trying to break the bank or take away from other people's holiday, but involve them and let them know that they can give too. They can be a part of this for just, you know, a little bit of money. And that's kind of how we came up with it. When we called the shelters and partner with a few, you know, we just wanted to be able to go some places, give some Christmas to some kids, give them their, you know, the items that they need. You know, I wanted to do it all. I wanted to give turkeys. I'll go in the store and I say, well, I'm on the phone with Chris. I was like, well, it's some turkeys in here for this amount of money. Let's get these. Oh, well, these toys here is just, you know, and he was like, you just want to give it all, don't you? So, and I just wanted to be able to create this and see if, okay, let other people help us help someone else. That's pretty much how we came up with doing it. And, you know, it's a challenge. Challenge yourself to give $20.
Yeah. And I want to show it, if you guys don't mind, show the graphic for our audience there. So this is what Kate was just talking about, their holiday giving challenge. Look at the two of them there together. So as I said, they're looking for 200 generous people to give $20. Together we can bring hope and support the families in need this season. You all see the email address there. We're going to remind you of that. We're going to show this a little bit later, as well as the phone number. And you have different ways you can be able to do it. Now, I think what is so interesting about this, and I have a surprise for you guys, even when it comes to this, is that, you know, you allow people to be able to share this information, right? So one of my partners, of course, is Amazon. And so Amazon and I have decided what we're going to do is we're going to be able to give you guys $250 in gifts to be able to use for your event. And this is going to be everything from toiletries to socks. That way you all can be able to use them however you need to use them for. And that's going to be something that we can send directly to you guys, which is our way of being able to help out. And then we challenge other people to be able to do the same thing. You know, maybe you can contact Chris and Kate to see what else you may be able to help them with outside of being able to make a $20 donation. But it's a great way for everyone to be able to get involved. But Chris and Kate, we wanted to do that for you guys, for wanting to show our support for what you're doing. And also, Conversations Media Group is going to be sending you guys $200 this week to be able to cover individuals, too, that may want to give. And that way we can be able to jumpstart it on our end as well. And I think this is, again, shows the power, as you were just saying, Kate, of people working together. Because we never know what we can do together until we try. But also, you're being willing to put it out there. So I want to ask you, Chris, and then go to Kate with this. Talk to us about what you hope people realize, even in their own area. You all are doing that in the Atlanta area. What do you hope people will look at the two of you and say, hey, maybe I can do something in my area too?
Yeah, well, it'd be amazing to have people look at it and like pay it forward,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and just to be able to do something, you know, something small
Mm-hmm.
something that can start off small and end up being big in your own community, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Ty, hello to you over on Facebook. She says it's a great challenge. Just thank you, Amazon. Well, you know, I tell people, and this is the big thing. Someone said to me recently, you know, you have not sometimes because you ask not. And so for myself, you know, I work with these brands and I say, hey, you know, what can we do? You know, what is it we can do? And a lot of times maybe they can't give a dollar amount, but they can give us stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll take the stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
We'll take it.
you know,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I say, you know, that is the thing. You know, everyone can do something different. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think, but whatever you're able to bring, that's the thing that kind of works to make the bigger thing happen. And again, we're going to be sharing that information out again. So before I get to the news for Chris, I do want to talk about Graceful Gatherings with the Thurmans. For those who are just finding out about it, Kate, you were the one who presented this with Chris. Tell us about this show and what it's been for you to be able to do it.
Woo, this show, you know, we love Graceful Gatherings with the Thurmans. We love Graceful Gatherings. We filmed with Dr. Taz last night, and we had a blast. We had a blast. Just being able to be transparent with Graceful Gatherings to help people, and being a part of, you know, just a collaboration with Chris, and just, you know, knowing that we can bring God into this, you know, this is no restriction there as long as it's positive. Just being able to be a part of this, and it's our show, and it's showing who we are. You know, behind the scenes, you guys, when you film, you saw how we were. Yep. You know, and just loving on this show. We love this show. You know, we love this show, and I love Kate Thurman. It's just these shows, and I don't know, Cyrus. You know, I'm just a big old bucket of water. It's gonna get me crying.
Well, Chris, we're gonna spread it around. What about for yourself? I know that when she presented it to you, from what you told us, you were like, "Who?"
Yeah, I was like, okay, like I was proud that she was, you know, starting it up and everything, and then somehow she. You know, she wiggled in there like, well, you're gonna be on there too. I'm like, But yeah, she willed me in.
So what has that been like for you, Chris, to be able to see the response?
Oh, it's great. You know, I'm glad I'm partly involved and trying to do more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm so glad you said that, Chris.
Guys, I knew it was coming.
Look, so while I was in Los Angeles, I launched a brand new project for my audience. You all know it's called MOCM, Men of Color in Media. And as you guys can see, I'm not the only man of color that is on this screen. So, Chris, I want to let you know that we are featuring you in our debut issue that's coming out in December to tell your story. So I'm excited about that. Chris is finding out just like everyone else is. But you know, we had a great interview with Kate before, and now we get to have an interview and profile with you, Chris, to share your story and hopefully inspire others. And what MOCM is all about is being able to share men who are in media, share their stories, but also their encouragement for others. And Chris, I know from what you've been able to do with Kate with Graceful Gatherings, and also with your solo show I have planned for you for 2025, that you will be able to inspire other husbands and boyfriends to be able to see what they can be able to do with their spouses as well. And I think it really shows what you can create together, but also what you're able to bring individually. So, Chris, we're excited about having you featured for our December issue of MOCM Magazine. And looking forward to some great things for you in 2025 as well. So I want to go back to how we were talking about giving, because I want to share this information again for audience. But we do want you guys to join the Holiday Giving Challenge. Now, again, as you saw, the Thurmans are looking for 200 generous people to give $20. You may be able to see on this graphic here, they have the cash app, and it looks like, is that Venmo on here? Or what
Right.
It is Venmo? Okay. Yeah, but if it is another way that you all would like to donate, you can be able to contact them at 770-765-6641. Again, that's 770-765-6641. And then you have the email address there, angelicallyblessed0811 at gmail.com. Again, angelicallyblessed0811 at gmail.com. And what I will do is, for those joining us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, we will actually put this in the description for you guys to make it easy for you. And so I want to ask you guys, I mean, as we're kind of looking at the rest of this year, what are your plans for 2025? Kate, anything special you're looking forward to you want to tell us about?
Yep, we have our gala on March 1st. Ooh, it's Angelic Gatsby Gala. We are super excited about this gala. It's our first, but we have some big people in there. Cyrus Webb is an honoree, and the keynote speaker is Cyrus Webb.
I know that guy.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. We have the gold carpet, the black carpet, and the white carpet. You know, featuring Dr. Taz, Chanel Coleman Wesley, and Stacy Thomas. They're gonna be on the carpet, so you got to get there a little early so you can interact with them. It's gonna be a fun filled evening. We have so many others that's going to be honored there that day. Isaiah C. Word is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be fun. We have a lot more that will be there, and we're excited about this event.
Mm-hmm.
We're excited.
I'm definitely looking forward to that. So we will definitely have you back before the end of the year so we can talk more about that. In the interim, though, make sure you guys do contact Chris and Kate to be a part of the Giving Challenge. Again, whatever you're able to give, you know, I think that is the big thing. Whatever you're able to do, reach out to them, let them know. I know they will appreciate it. Again, everyone, Chris Thurman, Kate Thurman, Graceful Gatherings with the Thurmans. The Thurmans have been our guests for this segment. So, Kate, I'm going to go to you. Let our audience know how they can stay connected with you and keep up with everything going on with the shows.
Oh, yeah. For social media, Kate Thurman. You can just find me, Kate Thurman. For the shows, Graceful Gatherings 811 at gmail.com. That same number that's on that flyer, 770-765-6641 is the number that you can call us with any inquiries about the shows. We're here. It's gonna be fun. Come on, be a part of the show.
Yeah.
Come on.
Todd says we had a great interview, Chris and Kate, and she said, congratulations, Chris, on being included.
Congratulations.
Yeah, Melissa, good to be to see you. Melissa says hello, and Todd says I gave my $20 to this great cause.
Thank you.
Melissa says congratulations on your event. Lachelle has a great question. Is there a link for the gala tickets?
Absolutely. We will send that to you. We have a link. I can send that to you, Lachelle. No problem.
Okay. And send it to me too, and I'll link it with the broadcast. Okay.
Okay, sure will.
Yeah, so we can put it on for our audience for Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube as well. We'll do that.
Okay.
Well, thanks to the two of you for the time. Really appreciate it, Chris.
Thank you, Cyrus.
Good to be hearing from you, man.
Again, you got him, Cyrus.
You got me.
You got excited.
Yeah, this is gonna be. Hey, so should we tell him? Does he know who else is in? I don't know if he knows who else is in the. We got Tavis Wiley in the issue.
Who's that?
LeVar Burton is in the issue.
Wow.
Lancelot Theobald, who's a media personality in New York. He and I have been knowing each other he's an actor, also a dancer, and he has his own show there. And we also have Kenneth Brown. He also is going to be featured in the Mokum issue. But yeah, you're going to be representing ATL. So we're excited to have you, man.
Thank you, Cyrus. You got him.
Yeah.
He's surprised you 2 times.
Thanks to the two of you, and we'll definitely be connected soon. And we thank your audience for tuning in. It's another great segment of Cyrus Webb Presents. Until next time, you all make it a great one. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Bye.